Hello, I'm Mrs. Maodzwa from Destined Learning Center. Hello, grade ones. Our lesson today is on heritage and social studies, and our subtopic is on shelter. Last time we looked at different types of shelter, human shelter, animal shelter. But today we want to zero down to what the special type of shelter is used for. Like, for example, we're going to look at the buildings and their use. I've got different types of buildings listed down here. For example, the ones which we mentioned last time: a school, a shop, a storeroom, a garage, a church, or a house. All these are different types of shelter. But what are these shelters used for? I've listed some uses for the shelters. So what we just have to do is just to link the building and use. The first one is for living. The use, I said, for living. Which type of shelter is used for living? Looking at our shelters, is it the school? Is it the shop? Is it the storeroom? Is it the garage? Is it the church? Or is it the house? Which one is used for living? Right, got it right. That's our house. That's the main purpose of the house, is for living. We all live in houses, or some may live in huts or flats, as we mentioned last time, that there are many types of people shelter. So a house is for living. Now let's look at the house, a shelter for storing things. Which shelter is used for storing things? Alright, let's cancel off what we have already used there. We've used the house, so let's cancel it off and look at the remaining types of shelter. Is it a school? Is it a shop? Is it a storeroom? Is it a garage? Or is it a church? Which one is used for storing things? Good, you guessed it right again. It's a storeroom. That's why it's used for storing, from the word store there. So we have our storeroom. There may be different types of storerooms. Others may be inside the house, others may be outside, maybe even a granary can also be called a storeroom. Alright, now let's go to the next one. For selling things. Which place would you go to if you want to buy something where they sell things? Alright, so let's cancel. Which one are we cancelling again? The storeroom. We've used the storeroom. For selling things, would you go to a school to buy? Would you go to a shop? Would you go to a garage? Or would you go to church? Good. So for selling things, I know you guessed it right, we would go to a shop. A shop. There are different types of shops. There may be big shops or small shops, whatever. So there is a shop for selling things. What about for learning? You want to learn, you want to get education. Where would you go? If you see that building, you know that there is a place which is used for learning. Let's go back to our words. Is it a school, a garage, or a church? Good. You wouldn't go to a garage to learn, isn't it? So our answer will be what? The school. Alright, use a color that is more visible there. So we'll use a school for learning. Alright, remove that from our power bank, our word bank. And then now let's look for shelter for praying. You want to go and pray, read the Bible, study it, and play with other people whom you fellowship with. Where would you go? Would you go to a garage or to a church? Good, you guessed it right. You would go to church. And what about for repairing cars? If your car is broken down, where would you send it to? Definitely would you send it to church or to school, to a shop, to a storeroom, or to a house. And then it would go to a garage. That's the word which we are remaining with now there. So we have our garage. Alright, so we have merged now. Let's go back and just make sure that we have done everything accordingly. So we are saying the building, which is a special building, a special shelter for living in, is the house. And the storeroom is for storing things. If you want to store your things, make sure you put them in the storeroom. And a shop is used for selling things. You want to buy something, you go to the shops. And a school for learning. That is where you get your education, you go and learn. And for praying, you go to church. If you see that building, then you know that that is the place to go. And a garage for repairing cars. Alright, so you know many more other types of buildings and their uses. So you can list them down as well. And as you see them, as you go around each and every day, you should be able to identify them. Even at home, when you're seated there are different types of rooms in the house, and you know that this room is for a sitting room or a dining room. The kitchen is a specific room where cooking takes place, and a bedroom where you sleep and you store your clothes and everything. So different buildings have got different uses, and even different rooms have different uses. Alright, I hope you enjoyed your lesson for today. See you again.